Hello guys, and welcome back to our channel. As part of our self-love campaign, I would like to welcome a very special guest, Coach Kemi, who is going to speak to us about depression. So if Coach Kemi would like to come.
Nice to be here.
So thank you for your time and for being part of this campaign.
It's a privilege. Well done with what you do.
Thank you so much. Can you please say a bit about yourself?
Oh, I love it when people introduce me, but I'm Coach Kemi and I teach individuals how to think so that they can achieve high performance and live exemplary lives and help teach others to do the same. That's it in a nutshell.
Wow. Okay, so let's get into it. Today we're going to discuss about depression. And I feel as though this is an area that's not really covered. So I wanted to ask you a few questions just about self-love and depression. So how would you define self-love?
Oh, self-love speaks for itself. Love yourself. Love you. I love me. And I don't know if you're a Christian listening, but I'm a Christian. And it says, love your neighbor as you love yourself. That's what the Bible says. So that simply says to me, I cannot love you beyond how much I love myself. So can you imagine how we love each other in the world? Some of us don't love ourselves at all, and that's what we are doing to others. And that's so not fair. I'm sure God was pretty smart in saying, just the way you love yourself, love others. So you can't give what you don't have. So if you don't have love for you, you can't actually have love for anyone else. And if you have this amount of love for you, that's what you're having for the other person. So it's worth it. It makes you better, makes you happier, and you're able to love people well.
I love that. Wow. So what do you think, with what you just said, are the barriers to loving self?
I think it's a lack of understanding and a lot of ignorance. You can find all these things. This is the internet age. Even if it wasn't the internet age, ask someone older than you, what am I doing? It's a lack of accountability. Many of us don't want to be accountable to anyone. We don't want anyone to tell us what we are doing wrong. We just want to be, hey, well done, yeah, you know. But since you are not God, you are definitely doing something wrong sometime. And one of the best things you can do for yourself is to be accountable. Just be accountable. Find the person you want to be accountable to in different areas of your life. It doesn't have to be one person. If you find that one person is really great with finances, be accountable. And once you're accountable, you get taught, because as an individual, I don't know everything. So you get taught, people drop little nuggets that you can run with, or you can say, oh yeah, I'll make that change. And then you can go back to them and say, that was difficult, I don't want to do it. And then they'll show you an easy way. Life is so much more easier than we live it. Ignorance and pride. You know, you don't want to be accountable because you are filled with pride. You know what you're doing, you know where you are coming, and the way it makes you feel to actually be accountable to someone is like, I want to be accountable to you, and you're feeling like, how is she going to talk to me? It doesn't matter. That's a fleeting second. But to be the same way low for more than a fleeting second, like for days and months and years of your life, it's just not worth it. It's not worth it.
Wow. So, with what you said, wow, which is really, really amazing. Thank you for sharing that. Moving on now, how would you define depression? This is an area that is already spoken of as much. So I wanted to get your intake on what you see depression as, and if you've suffered from it, if you want to share your experience.
Oh gosh, I'll share. I'll really share. Okay, so this is the way I see words. I work with words. So since I teach people how to think, what you do when you think is you think on words. Now, when you get information, you've either read it, you've heard it, or you've seen something. So think of your five senses. You've tasted it, or you've touched it, and all those elicit different thoughts. So words are powerful. So you need to be watchful of the words you hear and the words, because once you hear it, you cannot unhear it. Once you hear it, that is it. But you can replace it. You can't undo it, but you can replace it. So what is depression? Think about the word D. Is D, like talks about going down. So think about, you've baked a cake and it's sank in the middle, so it's depressed because something happened. You know, I used to do that a lot. Bake cakes in the middle, so that's depressed. Or So think about it that way. So when you put someone into that word and you say that person is depressed, that person has gone down. Now we're the most intelligent beings on the face of the earth. I believe God made us. I don't know what everybody else believes, but God made us. So if we are made in his image and we are and in his likeness, then he is some intelligent being to have created all this stuff out of what we do not see. So if we're really like him, then literally if you believe that, then you must be like him. He's not depressed. So that's one way to love yourself. Sit with your back straight if you're listening to this. Change your posture right now. Sit straight back and say, yeah. I'm up. I'm at the top. I am the best. No one else is better than me. And you know why? That is true, because there's no one else like you. Full stop. So no one else is better than you because you're just you. So depression is to be pressed down. Okay? And it's just like anything. If I press my hand down, it goes down. You press down. So that's what depression is. You are pressed down. Now, if you're in the medical field, you're probably listening to this and you think, that's not all it is this, that. I totally agree with you. However, we need to be fundamental, and just plain simple English is to be pressed down. And when you are down, that means you're not up. So you can't be both. And when you are down, stuff happens to things that are down that does not happen to things that are up. Stuff happens to people that are down that does not happen to people that are up. How do you get down as a human being? So I'll tell you my story. It came out of my marriage. I was married for 16 and a half years to an absolutely wonderful man. Learn a lesson now. We're divorced, but you don't go calling him names, okay? You call him a good man and you mean it. Otherwise he's going to come bite you everywhere. Okay? So for your sanity, talk about people well. So a good man, father to our 2 children. And there were many issues. I was also an issue, so it wasn't one-sided. But I couldn't take it. And I felt I was born for more. You know, not more than him, but I couldn't go forward with all the stuff he was doing. There were women, there was no money, it was just ugly. And of course, I took mine back. I said, I'm going to have my own affair. Hey, let's see what you're going to do about it. That just boomeranged in my face. Mine became so public, it was more public than public. So I thought, okay, well, this was over a period of 16 and a half years. I just decided that's it, I'm not doing this anymore. It was affecting me. I could not move forward. I was doing this Christian woman thing, but it was being bashed down, not by anybody, but I didn't have the strength and the intellect and the knowledge to know that, oh, you know, this is wrong. I saw it. I was married to my pastor, by the way. So I was like, what should I do? And I'm a strong woman, as you can see. I hope you can. And I thought, yeah, I'll keep doing it, but it wasn't cool. And I kept going 5 steps back and 2 steps forward, 5 steps back, and I just kept going back, more or less. I mean, you can't go 5 and 2, 5 and 2. You keep going back. So I couldn't imagine what it would be like to be separated, but I knew for my sanity, I had to go. Because I knew I only had this life. I was not going to come back as a cat, a dog, or another person. This is all I have. So I could not do more than this. And I knew I needed to do what I was born to do. I couldn't really articulate it, but I knew I wanted to work with young girls. I wanted to work with women, but I really didn't know. So I made up my mind that I wasn't doing this anymore. But before I called it, because I called it, I said, hey, I'm not doing this anymore to him. I was suicidal. I went to the top. I wanted to climb the ladder on the 2. There was a ground floor, first floor, second floor. That was how high the building I was in was. So there was a ladder on the side and you could climb to the roof. So I was going to climb to the roof and jump and kill myself because I wasn't happy and all that. But the ladder was locked. So I came back. I said, okay, all right, what am I going to do? So another day I decided I was going to jump from the balcony, you know, where you come out. Now, looking down, Amy was a second floor. I didn't only break my legs, but I was going to do it to get some attention, you know what I mean? But I didn't. I got there, and I remember clearly hearing a voice. Oh, he must be very strong. I said, who? What are you talking to? Who's strong? And I remember it was God's voice I was hearing. He said, but he must be very strong. I said, who? Nobody is strong. Mind you, I'm about to jump and I'm hearing this voice. And then I said, who? And I'm still looking down like, yeah, climb now and jump. But I knew it would just be silly. But I was going to do it. And then the voice went on. But you are here for a reason. That person must be very strong to have brought you to this point. I said, no, he's not strong. He's not strong. You are the strong one, God. He said, well, it doesn't show like I am. Like, you're about to kill yourself. That guy must be very strong to have brought you to this point. That made sense, and I was very angry. So I thought, I was already upset with my husband. So I said, no, there's no way I'm going to give him that, he's strong. No way, no, he can't be strong. So I left the veranda. I didn't jump. But there was another period when we were arguing and fighting, and I said, I'm going to kill you today. So I took a kitchen knife and I held it like that. And there was a friend of his in the house, a man, who stood between two of us and said, no, I remember we were in a small kitchen. I said, I'm going to kill you. And after I kill you, you'll be dead. They'll take our children into care. You will never have them. And I'll call the police and say, I killed you, and they'll take me to Holloway Women's Prison. I said all that. And I said, but today you are dying. I mean, I was that unhappy. And the guy stood between us and said, oh, please, 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 don't do that. Don't do that. Okay, stab me. I said, I like you. It's the one behind you I want to kill. That's exactly what I said. But you can see, those things I've described, that was not normalcy. I had gone, but I didn't even know. I didn't know. It was after that, I said, I'm not doing this again. He moved out. Then we had to move out of the house because no mortgage was being paid. And then I rented a house. And the whole process of looking for another house, trying to stay in the same place, getting into serious debt, not being able to keep my car, had to sell the car, even sold it for nothing, nothing came, not having heat, not having light, not being able to fix my car when it was on the road. Something happened to my windscreen, I couldn't pay for it. We had a duvet in the car. It was crazy, the things that were happening. I was not working, I was in uni, I was using part of the money to take care of the house and all that, but I wasn't doing anything. I separated in 2006, divorced later. But it was 2008, I started a course at uni, a youth and community work degree, and then a friend, I knew I needed help. I knew I could not handle this. I did not know how I was going to survive because I'm a touchy-feely, oh, I'm sweet, oh. So I knew I was just going to pass out or die or something. And I had my crying days. For 3 days after that, I did not move. I only took the kids to school. I did not bath. I got popcorn. I got sweets. And I was watching Hallmark. Yes, God. That's why I just put on weight. 3 days. Did not bath. I started smelling myself. That was when I went for my bath. 3 days later, that was when I said, but I still didn't know how to handle it. So I did some research. What happens to women who are separated and maybe they divorce? I thought we would still fix it. And it was dire. If they had a faith, they lost their faith. If they had children, children went into care. They got addicted to either drugs or alcohol or cigarettes. If they had a job, they lost the job. And there was one last thing. And eventually they killed themselves. So all that was bad stuff. That was all I found. And I said, me? I said, no. I've been a Christian since what age? 13, 14. There's no way this is going to happen to me. But I needed help. And I was in church, wasn't I? But the church could not help me. They didn't know what to do. All they ever said was, let's pray, let's pray. Then you go home, they'll beat you, they'll abuse you. Not that he did that to me. And you're, let's pray, let's pray. Oh, I'll talk to him. And this guy was accountable to no one. And I say, listen, an unaccountable man is a dangerous man. An unaccountable woman is also a dangerous woman. Because nobody can say, stop, don't do that. No one, you have no honor or respect for anyone else. Anyway, so while people were trying to help us, he came to me one day and said, I'm never coming back to you. It's never going to happen to my face at all. But by then I was now looking for help. Yeah. And then I found something on Premier Christian Radio on their website, something called Power Change. I read a bit about it, called the number. They said, we're just waiting for an informal chat in the city of London. Why don't you come in? And I learned it was a coaching program. So I certified as a coach in a year. the year-long program, and in the process I got healed, because coaching is deep, is amazing. I got healed in that process while I was also certified as a coach. And I remember after he left, I said to God, why did my marriage break? I remember this lovely man and I would go places and we will help other marriages and they will stand, they will not break up. Why? He says, because of the way you think. I remember saying that day, I said, God, serious, I'm serious now, don't be talking like that, I'm not joking. Can you imagine I'm saying that to God? I said, what does that mean, the way you think? He says, because of the way you think. So I said, okay, let me check maybe the word think is in the Bible. You know how we are taught in church? We're not taught to think. We are not taught to think, and we're not taught to read the Bible and spend time with it. We spend more time getting our degree and reading those things and doing our thesis and stuff and going to the cinema hall. But what will save your life? Remember I mentioned words earlier. Yeah. There are 3 books I tell people to read. Whatever your affiliation, your religious affiliation. The Bible, the dictionary, and the thesaurus. The thesaurus is a book of words. The dictionary is a book of words. You need to understand those words. You need to know what the scriptures say about you, about your life, and go use it. So anyway, I got to that point where I started studying. I said, is there the word think? And I found it in Proverbs 23:7. For as he thinks in his heart, so is he. So is he. Not so he will be, so is he. So we are who we think. We are what we think. So today I teach people the art of how to think. That's what I do. And I specifically teach female corporates who are Black, Asian, ethnic minority to move up from mid to senior level, boardroom or C-suite level, because we are missing at that level. But it's not because anyone is stopping us. We are stopping ourselves. It's just the way we think. I also work with entrepreneurs who've been in business for at least 5 years because they know what they're doing. I can't help you to do that. That's not my expertise. And I work with young people as well, so they don't have to make these stupid mistakes. And some of them have stinking thinking, that's what I call it. Many of us have stinking thinking. So I want to grab them young so that they can switch up their thinking. That was the message you were listening to. He's only 21 and I've just done a few things with him. And he keeps saying, oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. And it's just a privilege to be able to do this. It's not mindset if you're thinking, and it's not mindfulness. It's thought set. I believe thoughts set the mind. That's it. So it depends on what you're thinking will develop your mind, and that will determine who you are and therefore what you do and the results you get.
Wow. Oh, amazing. I just want to listen to you all day. You're so amazing. Oh, wow.
Thank God for this.
So when you say you help young people, what do you do with them? I
speak. I go into assemblies. I have something called Thinking School for Young People, a group on Facebook that young people are in. I just share the same things I share everywhere. I share it, but it depends on, is it your business? We'll talk about your thinking around your business. What area of it is in marketing? Is your thinking that's stopping you making money? Is your thinking that's stopping you? And let me just say here, I use this on myself as well, because I find there are so many places my thinking is so stinking, it's rotten, like it stinks a mile away, and I'm thinking, oh, is this how you think? No wonder you haven't done this and got that. And young people, I catch them. It's better to catch them young so that they can develop their thinking patterns, because what they see is what they're copying, and many of us are wrong. We're doing it the wrong way. We're not, we are. Once you become an adult, you begin to lie to yourself and begin to give excuses for how you are. You don't know what happened to me. For example, I'm writing 2 books at the moment. I finished one, well, I have one already on Amazon, but I'm writing 2 books on fear. Because in my work, I found out what they come. I'm afraid of this. I'm fearful of the unknown. I'm afraid of success. I'm afraid nobody will answer me. I'm fear. I just wait and I'm thinking, what's this? So I found out in my study, fear is a thought. It does not exist but in your head. And for as a man thinks in his heart, so is he. So you think it's not going to happen, you are right, it won't happen. You think it will happen, you are right, it will happen. It's actually that simple. But it's sustaining that right thought that's the work. And that's where I help you. I help you first of all realize that what you're thinking is nonsense. That's the first thing I do. Then we come around to what do we need to do to start thinking. We get a goal, a plan, strategy, and we go after it. We don't waste time. We don't say, oh, okay, I've learned this today, and then we're waiting till next week to implement. Today, implement. Just push through. As long as you keep pushing through, with every thought, you're creating a memory in your brain. So your brain is there to be used. You can actually use it. You know something else I found out not too long ago, Lisa? I found out that God came to save our souls. Not your spirit, not your body, our souls. What's in your soul? Your thinking capacity. So he has come to save you from stinking thinking.
Wow.
I said, oh my God! When I found out, so I was listening to Psalm 23. He restores my soul. I said, yes, 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 yes. So I'm going to sit with it. It's like eating when I study the scriptures. Get my concordance, commentaries, and restores. What does that mean? My soul, what does that? Oh God, thank you, thank you. So it's worth, lying down. What's it? The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside the still waters. You need to imagine that. You need to visualize that. Those are synonyms of think. Just peace. Not, just chill out. And remembering that he will do these things for you. But if you don't know what he will do, then you are lost. And that's what I mean by, what are you reading? What are you listening to? Are you listening to people saying, you are no good? Are you listening to people saying, I tried it, it never worked. My grandmother did it. Two grandmothers, every time in my family, everybody dies at 50. Please, you can't be listening to that. Except you want to die at 50, seriously. If you keep listening to it, you will die at 50, because that's all you will think on. That's all you will think on. And I did a video. It's the grossest, it's the highest views I've had on Facebook. I called it the start of cancer. It's less than 5 minutes. Just less. The start of cancer, how cancer starts, is there. And it's over 1.2K now. I'm thinking, what is everybody watching? Because everybody's afraid to catch cancer. So they're watching, oh, how does this start? So I will not. And I talk about your thoughts. That's all. If you keep thinking, I don't want to have cancer. If you keep thinking, oh, people say if you eat this, you get cancer. Yeah. So it is your thoughts, your nervous system, your neural pathways, all that big English, and if I had time I'll explain it, that send a message to the rest of your body that, oh, I look at you and I want to hug you, so I'm coming from that end towards you. I've got that thought here. So it sends a message to stretch out my arms and hug you. It sent a message. If I'm not thinking of hugging you, and what I'm thinking of is giving you a kiss on your cheek, that's the message, and my face will move, my lips will pout, and I'll kiss you. It's a whole message. But because things are done, you think, oh no, he made me. No. No one can make you. Only you can make you. The devil can make you. The Lord can make you. No one can make you. You're the only one who can make you. But that's so but that's not fair. It's because of the way he treated me. That's why I was behaving like this. Yes, but you can respond. You don't have to react. So a reaction is he slaps you, you slap him back. A response is he slaps you. That hurt. I didn't really like that. I guess you're not happy, and that really hurt. So I'm going home. I'm just going to keep quiet and stay in my room. I need to calm down, and we need to talk about this. Well, number one, that's mature. Number two, you know who you are. Are you now going to become like a woman who sells pepper in Lagos market and starts fighting? Yeah, hey, you did this. You don't have to do that. You can just chill out and say, that's a choice I have made. You slap me, I can do one of two things. Fight you, punch you, and I'll win. Or just chill out and say, or if you know it really hurts, just go away and go away. I can't talk to you for a week. I need to really relax. You can do that because your emotions are formed by your thoughts. You look at me, you smile, I think, oh, you look at me, you frown, like, because I immediately think, she's smiling. And when you're frowning, she's frowning, what is it? What happened? And women are so prone to this. And so this is how we get into depression. It's how we get into your thinking. And that's how we get into mental ill health. There was a friend I had, her husband left her, was seeing somebody else. She was in the funny house. I was going to see her in the hospital. In the funny house. I got into her room. She started undressing. I said, why? No reason. I just want to undress. I said, why? Why? Well, we can take ourselves back. We can take ourselves back. We can decide that we're going to be strong. We can decide to be up, not depressed. We can decide that it's a choice. It's work, because what you have always done is gone down this way. Now somebody says, now you have to start coming up this way. It is possible. You're not you don't live by instinct like animals. Oh, I just want to sleep. A male dog just wants to have sex with a female dog. You don't just jump on somebody. You've got to talk and think about it and slow down and get married first, actually.
Marriage first.
Before you do all that. But we want to give excuses. And simply because humans are lazy. Lazy. And we want to keep thinking the same, because it's easier for the car that's in motion to keep going than to stop it and turn it, change gear, change area, look at the map, turn this way. And that's why people don't want to try new things. Oh, never been there before. It's easier to just keep going in that loser direction I've been going, that wrong direction. It doesn't matter how many people tell you it's wrong. You just want to keep going there. What kind of stinking thinking is that? And then we want to blame somebody for a choice I've made. Can't live that way.
I don't even know what to say. Wow.
It's really, really, really simple. If you took your time to study this, it's so simple. That's what I do with my clients, and it's just joy to see people bloom and blossom and totally change before my eyes. I'm thinking, ah, you did that, even I'm like, you did that, yeah! So exciting to win. Wow. It's so exciting, really exciting to win. Okay, keep quiet.
But it's funny because we do overcomplicate a lot of things. And as I'm listening to you, I'm realizing it's so simple.
It is.
But we just overcomplicate. But one thing that you said, you said a lot of things, but one thing that stood out to me was, I was going to church and they weren't helping me. They weren't doing much. How can churches actually look at issues like this and help their members? What do you think they can do?
Oh, I think we need to change the narrative in church. We need to stop making it's more spirit than reality. So we do have a spirit, but the spirit is a spirit. Spirits live, but that's not who you are talking to now. You're talking to my intelligence, me, Kemi. You can touch me, you can feel me, you can see me. Our brain is to be used. We need to teach that in church. Use your brain. I think that if that's a title for a sermon, you can preach it for 52 Sundays in the year. Use your brain. I was one of those Christians who I will fast, I will pray, I won't work, and it will happen. Then you see, use your brain along with faith without works is dead. You can have all the faith in the world. I need to see the work you are doing. We say God will bless the work of your hands. Where is it? What are you doing? At least go forward and go in the wrong direction. At least you're doing something. While you're on your way, God knows, people know, oh, she's trying to achieve this. That's wrong. Somebody will point you in the right direction. And maybe that's not enough. Somebody else will say, no, you can go this way. It's faster. It's higher. Somebody else will catch you. But guess what? If you're not doing anything, no one's going to show you anything. And I sat at home thinking, God will do it. I will make money. Somebody will just come. They'll just find me. They'll just see my name. God, my name will just pass. I remember I'll be sitting in church and someone will be preaching and I'll be thinking, God, let him just see my name. I know somebody, her name starts with K. Kemi. This crazy thinking. Kemi, she lives here. She has 2 children. She needs money. Come out here if it's you.
Wow.
And you see, that's how you go potty. You go potty. Oh, God. I cringe to think the things I thought would happen. Oh. We need to teach Christians to use the brain.
Yeah.
Even the scriptures, I found out a lot of what I teach, you won't know it comes from. Agree with me, we're all